And now the moment of truth, right? You're like, okay, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this off leash. When you try this off leash, again, you're doing it in an area that maybe is all fenced in. So if something goes wrong, your dog is still around. It's not taken off, okay? And what are we going to do? The same old challenges we've been doing. But now I'm only using the remote just like we've been doing. Heel. Good girl. Good job. Very nice. Good job. Look at you. Good girl. So when I'm getting this from a dog, that's great. This is like what you're hoping for, right? Good girl. Very nice. Good. Heel. So really, in the dog's mind, all she's doing is what I've told her to do, right? This is work mode. So when your dog is in heel, your dog is working. Your dog's not getting affection. Your dog isn't saying hi to anybody. Your dog isn't stopping to pee whenever it wants. She's working right now. There's no coffee breaks. Coffee breaks, i.e., I want to sniff that bush. I want to go say hi to my neighbor who I know. That comes after work. So if that was the case, I would put my dog in a sit and then I would release them to do the fun thing. Break. So for me, it's break. So when you're on break, you're on break. You can go smell, pee, do whatever. But when it's work time, it's time to get back into work and do what I need you to do. So by the time you get to this stage, you've put in a lot of time getting your leash corrections down, really taking your time, a lot of positive reinforcement, and really making sure that you know that when I press this button, the dog understands, hey, I messed up and I need to do what I was asked by my owner to do. Okay? There's so much we could say about e-collar stuff. I'm trying to keep this simple for you guys, but anytime I have a dog off leash on the e-collar, I am asking them to do something. So when a dog gets corrected on the e-collar, it's because they didn't do what I asked them to do, like heel, right? So if my dog is in, like Lucy's on a break right now, right? She's hanging out with me. That's great. She can do that. She could walk, 50 yards over there and go look at something. But if I call you to come back and you don't come back, then I'm going to correct you because you didn't recall. Okay? So that is kind of like what the whole kind of process looks like is then you just start getting creative with your obedience. So once you understand the dog knows what this means, then get creative. Do downstays. Come out to a spot, do downstays, walk around, start adding in distractions. And anytime your dog mess up, you're going to press the button, put them back into the position that you wanted them, and you do it again. And you do that same distraction again till the dog understands, oh, I still have to do what I'm told to do even during that distraction. That is one of the biggest areas that I think I hear from a lot of people when it comes to dog training is my dog's good up until this certain point. Squirrel, deer, my neighbor across the street. And in my mind, that's the distraction you have to work through. So you actually have to practice that distraction so that you can work through it in real life. So if it's a friendly neighbor that your dog always wants to break out of heel to go say hi to, ask your neighbor to help you and say, hey, I'm trying to teach my dog that they can't just come say hi to you until I say it's okay, right? Especially in an example like that's a safety issue, right? You don't want your dog just running across the street. But whatever the distraction is, train for the distraction so when you do it in real life, your dog knows what they need to do, right? Heel. That girl. How'd you get so smart? I know. Unbelievable. Just killing it. Yeah. Just killing it. Just getting after it. What a good dog you are. Good girl. Good. Here. Good. There we go. Alright guys, so that is how you get a dog in the board and train process with me, how we get them off leash. I'll probably do another video series of more in-depth e-collar training, but I wanted you guys to kind of see, like, if your dog stays with me, this is kind of the stuff that we work on, so that when your dog comes back to you, this is what we have already worked through, so that you can just keep that process going. And that's it. And as always, today is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. And happy training. We'll see you next time. Yep. How'd you get to be such a good dog? Just, loving life, getting after it, huh?